The man went to his wife to beg for reconciliation after going bankrupt. To his utter shock, he found that his wife's family was entertaining her new boyfriend. Seeing this scene, the man flew into a rage on the spot. He berated his wife for betraying their marriage, yet his wife stated that she had already filed for divorce. If anyone was guilty of betrayal, it was the man himself. Upon witnessing this, the wife's parents could not help but reprimand the man, saying that the guest they were entertaining was actually their daughter's childhood sweetheart. It was only after the sweetheart had gone abroad that the man had the chance to marry the woman, but he had never cherished her at all after marriage. Instead, he had been fooling around with his secretary. Upon hearing these words, the man finally expressed his guilt. He said he already knew he was wrong. Besides, the secretary had run his startup into bankruptcy. He had also kicked the secretary out of his house. He begged his wife to give him one more chance. However, the woman saw through him immediately. The only reason the man had come to beg for reconciliation was to take advantage of her financial resources to tide him over his difficulties. She then coldly told the man to leave. Unexpectedly, the man refused to let go and kept pestering her. He even claimed that as long as he refused to sign the divorce papers, she would always be his wife. Witnessing his shameless behavior, the woman's childhood sweetheart could no longer contain his anger. He reprimanded the man for hurting the woman so deeply yet never taking the time to truly reflect on his actions. He also said that even if the man did not agree to the divorce, he would find a way to make it happen. This made the man fly into a violent rage. He immediately tried to assault the sweetheart. Little did he know that this action would inadvertently draw the sweetheart and the woman closer to each other. The woman stood up at once to defend the sweetheart. She also ordered the security guards to throw the man out of her house. Only then did the man collapse in realization that his wife was truly utterly disappointed in him. He stared through the window at the warm and cozy scene of the family inside the house. An overwhelming sense of remorse and agony welled up in his heart, yet he could only trudge back home in a daze and dejection. To his surprise, his secretary showed up again shortly after he got home. She claimed that the woman had found out about her embezzlement of public funds in the past. Now the woman was gathering evidence to sue her. She begged the man to save her. However, the man reprimanded her, saying that she deserved everything that was happening to her. She was clearly an incompetent hostess who had faked her educational background to get the job as a secretary. In the end, she had not only ruined herself but also destroyed the man. Seeing that the man was unwilling to help her, the secretary was driven to a desperate end and immediately hatched an evil plan. The next day, right after the woman walked out of her company following a shareholders meeting, the secretary drove straight at her in an attempt to hit her. Coincidentally, the man, who had come to ask the woman for a divorce, witnessed this scene. He rushed forward without hesitation to shield the woman from the oncoming car, but to everyone's surprise, the car suddenly came to a halt on its own at the critical moment. Shortly afterward, a group of security guards rushed over and apprehended the secretary. Only then did the secretary realize that the woman had already tampered with her car beforehand. The whole incident had been a trap to lure her into the bait. What awaited the secretary would be harsher legal punishment. At the same time, the man finally saw clearly how resourceful his wife was. He realized that there was no point in continuing to pester her any longer. In the end, he could only agree to the divorce with immense regret.